Hello and welcome to Jean Edwards Cellars.
Our team will be pouring some very special wines for you today, as we learn about what makes these wines, and the Napa Valley, so special. While there are many types of grapes grown in the valley, today we will learn about Sauvignon Blanc. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some delicious wine as we learn about Sauvignon Blanc. Sauvignon Blanc was first grown in the Napa Valley at Inglenook Winery in about 1880. It became very popular in the 1960s, when Robert Mondavi made a drier style of wine, which he called Fumé Blanc. Over 10,000 tons are harvested each vintage, making Sauvignon Blanc the second most important white grape in Napa Valley, only second to Chardonnay. Like trees in the spring, grapevines begin to sprout, and this is called bud break. For wineries, bud break signals the start of a new vintage. Sauvignon Blanc is a late budding grape variety. This can be an advantage in areas prone to spring frost. At this stage, any frost damage to the tiny buds can result in a smaller crop at harvest. Our Jean Edwards Cellars Sauvignon Blanc fruit comes from Rutherford, which is located on the valley floor. Large propeller fans are used to keep air moving in the vineyard, which prevents frost from settling on the vines. Each bunch of grapes is called a cluster, and clusters range in size depending upon grape type and clone. Sauvignon Blanc clusters are very small in size. The total cluster may only be a few inches long and fit in the palm of your hand. Sauvignon Blanc clusters are conical in shape, tightly packed and with medium-sized berries.
Touring a vineyard in June and July, you may see fruit clusters on the ground. When vines are very vigorous, like Sauvignon Blanc, crews will often drop clusters from the vines. While it is sad to see clusters on the ground that will never become wine, this actually improves the quality of the fruit that remains on the vines until harvest. While Sauvignon Blanc is late to start budding in the spring, it catches up and is usually one of the earlier ripening grapes picked in the fall. Everyone will have a different view when it comes to how a wine tastes and smells. The way the wine smells is called the nose. The nose of Sauvignon Blanc is very aromatic and will differ based on where it is grown. Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand or Australia tend to show a lot of grapefruit notes in the nose and higher acidity in the mouth, while Sauvignon Blanc from Napa Valley tend to show more pineapple and softer tropical notes.
We measure the sugar levels in the fruit, and that is called the Brix. At harvest, the ripe fruit is picked, brought to the winery for processing. Later, yeasts are added, and fermentation begins. Fermentation is the process of turning grape juice into wine. The yeast are important as they turn the sugars in the fruit into alcohol during this process. Yeast play a big role in the style of wine, and there are several different types of yeast you can use to achieve the desired results. The yeasts eventually die and become what we call the lees. Just like yeast play a role, so do barrels. At Jean Edwards Cellars, we first process our Sauvignon Blanc fruit in stainless steel tanks. When the wine is nearly finished fermenting, we move the wine to neutral French oak barrels. For about 8 months, we stir the juice and the lees together in the barrel. This creates a smoother, creamier texture which has become the Jean Edwards Sauvignon Blanc style. Our Jean Edwards Cellars 2020 Sauvignon Blanc wine is beautifully aromatic. Orange blossoms fill the nose, with hints of minerality. Different from most Sauvignon Blanc wines from California, our style is Old World, French-influenced. In the mouth, you will find delicious notes of lemon curd, mango, and papaya. The wine has texture in the mouth and is very balanced. Renowned wine critic James Suckling rated this wine 91 points. We hope you enjoy it as much as we do.